There are some rather detailed things that I understand that I'll never be able to put into words unless I studied those things specifically, and I don't want to, but I could translate words that would actually end up being boom right into those categories. Let me just say that I understand how laser lights can burn things on CD discs and on chips and all that kind of stuff. I know how microchips work. I know all that stuff because every cell in my body has more power in it than that, and I see how it writes memory on stuff. I know that water itself is one of the purest forms. I know crystals are one of the purest forms. I know Christ is a form of the word crystal. It's like a person living clearly. That's what it means. The Christ in you is the clear spirit of you. So if you can shine a light through a crystal, it can shine so many things. Christ loves us all because he shines all light. All people are a sign of Christ. If you understand what that means, it's not an offense. That means that you are a color. That means that you have your own individual way to express your name and your light through your will. So you are your name, but not all the way. You're not your body. You are, but not all the way. You are part of this world. You are, but not all the way. Just like everything else. But at the bottom root core of it, you are it all. So how would you like to affect it all? See, this is how laser lights burn on CDs. How did I go from that to this? Well, this is how. Because I've burned myself onto every little detail of everything. I know how light bounces around from light particle to light particle. I can go inside my earth to skin jug if I focus hard enough, if I want to see detail within it, to come back and tell somebody about it. But it takes effort and time. So I don't want to do silly stuff like that because I've done really weird things like dive into the molecule of water and just dive around in it and swim with it and live with it and be things inside it and know what little microbiomes live like in worlds that just don't make sense but would make complete sense if I explained them to you. Just in the size of human beings. I could compare everything to just about the size of human beings because we're just big bacterias individually, but made up of a whole bunch of other tiny ones doing the same thing, but on their own little level. So if you can start, okay, imagine this, burning light lasers onto chips. Instead, let's say you want to get a very clear and non-toxic container. Get beautiful scenery, water, vivid colors, ideas of beautiful things. Put them in your water for a very long time or for long enough where that water is fresh and didn't have anything interfering with it so that it saw nothing but beauty, heard nothing but beauty, felt nothing but beauty, was around nothing but beauty. And then drink that water knowing that you're going to see the beauty from that water. And it will show you so many things that you wouldn't believe because it's not just visual at that point. Water holds its own sensation that it can also vibrate if you unlock it with the true, pure way of love and light. Like you're using love and light together. Not using, but you're it. So why not benefit from it while you're showing others how we can benefit together as one, as God? It would be like somebody saying, I love tickling myself, and I was born into a body so I could tickle myself all day long so that tickle could keep recharging me. Okay? Now that's how circuits run in a certain way, but not in a way where we would be like, ew, that's gross. It's like self-sex, but operating off of yourself and off of your own chi, energy, invisible juice. So some people become, what is it called? I can't even think of the word. People who fiend for sex all the time, a nymphomaniac. Some people become a whatever maniac. Some people become a workaholic. Some people become a caffeineaholic. That's an energy they feel that keeps them running. Some people become breatharians, Some people feel like they've got to work out to keep themselves going. Guess what? They say it right there. I feel like I've got to work out to keep myself going. Well, you want to feel like you have something to go for. If you haven't figured out what you have to go for yet, you're going to put all your time into trying to work on your body and your mind when the people who are telling you to do that haven't done enough of themselves really because they're doing the same thing. And they're just manipulating it because they've got to one higher, human level higher. Like I may not look the best, may not act the best, may not whatever, but I'm only acting properly in the moment. All I can do is persuade people from the best of my judgment at that time. And I don't want to judge them. I just I'm in the moment. So you do judge every moment. Don't judge other people for the total combined, togetherness of all the things they've done, all the things they could do, and all the things, whatever's happening right now is what you address. If something can be changed that is remaining from before, then worry about something from the past if you're going to work on changing it and have an idea for it. But if it can't be changed at all, don't. If something in the future can be bettered and you know it and you're going to try to make positive steps towards it, do it. But start asking yourself, is this thing that I'm doing or partaking in or allowing to happen doing anything good for my future or doing anything negative for my future? If it's doing negative, try to work towards good. If it's doing something good, try to pay attention to it. If it's in between, all right, pay attention to something else. Or just let it be. You don't have to do anything, right? But the point is, you are that light. If you're starting to understand, I'm trying to say it in the easiest, nicest, calmest way. You are that light. You just have to learn how to see it, feel it, and control it. The only way you can do that is not introducing animal thoughts or animalistic ideas into your mind, violent ideas into your mind. But now you would say, and a lot of people would say, they enjoy violence. Because without it, where would anything be exciting? That's another issue. Where do we learn how to have fun without violence, where it can be exhilarating and exciting and something like that, whimsical, without pain, threat, endangerment, not without thrill, endangerment. So I'm going to leave it at that. Till next time, peace.